with the association because we are facing issues around sewage and electricity. As individuals, we have been asking questions, and there was some messages on WhatsApp saying we are trying to get the old association figured out, legally compliant and all of that. But it was going very slow, so we asked, is there a better alternative? Because 2022 association was registered with CK Aditya layout name, and then there was no legal compliance. Legal compliance requires an annual general meeting, minutes of meeting to be filed with the Karnataka Registrar of Societies, the total income and expense audited books to be submitted to the Karnataka Registrar of Societies every year without fault. Now, from 2022 till 2025 March, I have an API that shows none of the documents have been submitted. Hence, after 5 years, the association can be closed, declared closed, deemed closed by the Registrar of Society. So there is 2 more years also to that, I agree. But within those 2 years, should we wait or should we go forward? Was the question that Amitesh had asked on the group. And advocate Praveen, who was handling the documentation, he said, if you want to form a new association, go ahead with this. The next thing after that, after this statement, probably we thought it was not related, but we are hearing that it is related. He posted a poll saying whether you want to work with the builder or against the builder, a hostile takeover or fluid takeover. We didn't understand that it was related to association, because takeover is something that comes with business primarily. It is our. So anyway, we went ahead, registered a new association. We had 10 people at that point in time as members, and within those 10 people, we did a selection. We didn't go for an election, although process says it should be an election. So the executive committee members is Vice President, Amitesh is President, I am Secretary, Ma'am is Associate Treasurer, Anand is Treasurer. We have formed this association as per Karnataka Register of Societies Act 1960. We plan to do an election in the next 18 months as per law, as required by law, and we plan to submit our expenses, whatever we have, in 12 months time every year without fail by March. So compliance requirements, legal requirements, any expenditure that has happened has been shared by these people who are members till now, and not everything has been equally shared. So we have asked minimal membership fee for everybody who is trying to be a part of the association to recover all of those expenses that has been done. 2,500 per head per house is what we are looking for, and we have, as per the advocate, whoever is being a part of the association has to show the proof that they are owner. Because there can be cases wherein the power of attorney has been given and somebody else is representing somebody else and they want to be part of the association. As per the Karnataka High Court's ruling, power of attorney for the association of or ownership is not viable. Hence, we request everybody whoever is inside India, outside India, within Bangalore, outside Bangalore, to submit the form. Form is available on the website. Print it, scan it, send it to work. No issue with that. 4 bank accounts we are starting, trying to open. 3 has been opened, 1 more is going to open. Each bank account has a separate purpose. We are maintaining a single ledger for all bank accounts. The ledger is going to be the account of truth. Ledger will be kept at a place where everybody can access. For now, we have decided that it will be the security gate because we don't know whether we even own this part or not. The community hall where we are staying. Now, what we have done so far, we have asked the panchayat to take handover. Process-wise, all civic amenities, roads, parks, street lights, drainage, water, all of it Panchayat is the owner. There is a relinquishment deed, two relinquishment deeds which builder has signed during the planning phase of the layout, wherein they have written first relinquishment deed. They have written sum total of 2,185 square meters of area has been relinquished by them to Karnataka, Annual Planning Authority. There is a revised relinquishment deed where they have specified an area for roads and specified an area for parks. Only those two areas they have relinquished to Panchayat of Survey. So we went to Survey Panchayat and we asked, sir, since you have owned the roads, please rectify the roads. And they said, sir, Sikadika layout, we don't own the roads. And we were surprised, sir, relinquishment deed is there. The development officer said, that is a planning approval. We have approved that as per land usage policy, this area can be road and we can take over. But if road was constructed or not, after road construction, a junior engineer from PWD has to come and inspect the quality of the road, the width of the road, whether it matches the government's required specifications or not. That has not happened. So we don't own the road because there is no single document that says that road was established. Drainage, same story. BESCOM, electricity, same story. BWSSB, drainage, same story. Karnataka Pollution State Control Board, every year they require audit of the STP. And any organization who is taking a handover from a separate organization, they require operational qualification certification to be done that the STP is in working condition and can be handed over, and they have properly trained people in the organization to run the STP as required. That is a requirement, statutory compliance requirement that has not been maintained till now. We don't have any certificates, hence they are not taking over. So, law says they are supposed to take over, handover has to happen to them, and if required, if they are not able to run the maintenance on their own, the government bodies, then the association can come up with a public-private partnership mode to lease the public area, manage it, maintain it, and run it. The lease amount will be decided by individual government agencies for individual amenities. Now, because of that, we are now stretched into a fight with the builder in Verapur. There is a case hearing tomorrow. If you guys want, please be part of it. It's at 11 a.m. But if you want, ideally, all of this handover should have happened, has not happened. We are just trying to find out what documents are required. We have asked Panchayat and all of the individual agencies to come and inspect the quality of work. Once the inspection report comes in, we will follow whatever their directions are, because ultimately the land belongs to the government. Quality of worker, quantity of worker, amount of worker, whether it is builder's responsibility or association's responsibility or individual owner's responsibility, we don't know yet. Whatever government tells us, we will discuss this with the association, with people, and we will do. But till now, what has happened, we have expenses, we have reports, we have bills, we have invoices, and we have ledger readings. We can show what spending has happened there, who has paid. And in order to recover that, we are just asking people to take a membership form, become a member. The first phase, what we are trying to do is get it transferred legally and then take a handover from the departments. The second thing that we have done is we have applied for Kaveri water connection. Under Jal Jeevan Mission, all of the villages near us have been provided Kaveri water in 2023. But Sikadika layout does not have a village recognition or an extension of a village recognition, hence under Jal Jeevan Mission it was not covered. Sikadika layout was completed as per RERA. It was supposed to be completed in 2018, but it was completed. That document is not present either with Panchayat or with Public Works Department or with even RERA. There is a RERA document where revised deadline completion is not filed with any of the agencies. They are still deeming it to be an in-progress development. Hence, we don't have water connection. So we are asking again from the builder to provide a completion certificate at least in that layout has been completed. No more construction work is going on. Any construction that is happening is individual house construction. Public works or common areas have been developed and completed. Two of our speed post letters to the registered RERA address which builder has have been delivered and there has been no response. So that's where we are in the past 1 month. Any questions around what has happened so far? What we have done so far? No? Okay. Fine. So what we are trying to do, first get it transferred properly, next take over, hand over from builder to government to association, and then once we have a list of how much it takes to manage and take, because we don't know how much it takes to manage. From expense perspective, how much does it take to run street, how much does it run to run water pump, how much does it take to just run the security guard. There is an invoice that I was provided, but every year the rate changes. From security agency perspective, they are changing, and that's an ongoing contract. There is no written contract between the builder also and the agency. It's a monthly basis, renewal contract. So the change, rate of change, total expenditure, total budget, we don't. Hence, we are not asking anybody to pay anything right now. We don't own anything. We can't provide any services. Builder has threatened a few times that they will remove security and water. So as an alternative, we have talked directly to the two security guards and we had asked for a referendum to be signed. Whoever is willing to pay 500 rupees per month, we will be able to put two security guards, one in the day, one in the night, at one gate. Minimum security, at least we can probably work with a gate closed. If owners want that side to be open, probably we can have it open, but we'll have two security guards and they'll have to manage. Nighttime people are coming in, we require the nighttime. Daytime, we'll have to manage with that, what we have. We require 80 people, what do you say, 80 houses to sign. We are having 85 houses, 40 houses are signed. So all that we can afford right now is one security guard. And with one security guard, I'm not sure what we can do. Whether we post it in the night or in the day on this gate or that gate, we are not sure. So we are hoping that probably builder will not take off hand abscond, but fine. It's not in our hands. It's up to the builder. We have not asked builder to stop any services, and we have not given any vendor evaluation. We have not floated any tenders. We have not asked for any quality of service reports. All that we have asked for is from Panchayat and government officials to come and inspect the work done. There are inspection fees which we are willing to pay as an association. So that's where we are. Now I give the floor to you, please. Open for questions. If you have questions, please go ahead. One by one in an orderly fashion. We need minutes of meeting for every meeting to be filed, hence we are recording it. So, as per legal requirement, we are recording it.
Few points. One point is security part. So what I am thinking is, Amigas is covering the entrance with his on camera. Exit parts and ready from the shop, he will do his own cameras for customer to see the exit part. For my land, I am covering myself and myself. So every respective house camera cost is only 3,200 for your car parking areas. Next to that, you have to cover your own system for your security. So that is the other one thing. I will try to talk to other couple of people who are the corner of the roadside, to put them and make sure that they capture some of the corner area of their road. So that might increase a little bit of the security.
But that is a passive security.
Passive security, not an active.
It's not an active security. The security guard is an active security element. We can take action. A passive security element comes into the picture when anything happens 175 those reserves. So after that, there was a recommendation from the local police that every fifth street light should have a CCTV camera. Public areas should be under CCTV camera coverage because your walls are not impregnable. People are jumping through the walls, coming in and going out. Your entry gate and exit gate are not the only points for entry and exit. So every fifth street light having a CCTV camera. All of those recommendations, there was a list of them which were written into a piece of paper and provided to then Secretary and President. None of them have been implemented. Four feet walls have been increased to 6 feet at some places. My house still has 3.5 feet boundary wall. Although it was built in 2020, and I am very thankful that there was a 18 feet wide gap which has been fixed in 2023 after the workers were moved away. That 18 feet gap has been closed, but with 3.5 feet wall. Yet, active security element, this is where we are in dearth of funds. We are looking at issue to pay. We have the SBI account for vendor providing services. SBI account has been put on the website as well in the notice for security, and the referendum that was running at that point in time, the account was not open. So we have not put the account number there. Yet we have 40 houses who have agreed for 500 rupees. This is the alternative plan if services stop. Water we don't have. Basically because there is no separate water meter bill. The meter bill is combined with this house. And there is a sub-meter at the one motor that we have that is pumping water up to the overhead tank. But there are multiple meters and motors. There are multiple motors. Where the electricity is coming from for them, where are the bills? If there are any bills, we don't know. So we don't have a plan for water.
Okay. We have to face the maintenance, and what they talk about is how to run the with the maintenance.
Which one?
The maintenance, how the water consumption, billing, electricity
Bills, whatever they are saying. So a separate bill meter is what we are looking for probably for the water connection separated from clubhouse, because if we go with builder's version of things, right? The clubhouse belongs to the builder.
Yes.
If the clubhouse belongs to the builder, why is the association members or owners, resident owners are paying for this clubhouse bill? This should be separate. And for that separate, there is a 10,000 rupees requirement for a separate bill. Now there is a new smart meter, prepaid meter, mandatory from the Westcom side. You can make it a postpaid meter by paying 5,000 extra. 10,000 is the free one, will not fee. Basic version, prepaid meter. So we have applied for that. Payment is pending. We are waiting for this.
the contribution is the issue. Now this association is there, so whom we have to pay, like all the people had a confusion. Now they are going to stop this one, is telling.
So,
everybody said confusion, who we have to pay.
so maintenance we are not going to handle at the moment now.
Yogesh is telling that I won't do. That how, that's the confusion going on.
We have not asked him to stop. Any service that anybody was providing, they can provide. We are not blocking. Anybody who is happy to continue with Yogesh as a vendor, please go ahead and continue.
Okay.
We are not asking you to stop paying from somebody. If somebody is providing service, that is essential for giving here.
But he is not coming, he is not telling like that. That's I am going to association form, you have to take care like that.
That's his side. That's his side. But there is no matter. Neither the roads nor the. So I went to the Panchayat office, asked for water. He said, "Sir, can you give me a blueprint of where the water pipe is so that I don't dig there?" Sir, I don't have a blueprint there. He is saying they have submitted everything. Sir, I have a relinquishment date that does not even clarify which area is what panchayat owns. And where I live, where I not live, I don't know.
Okay, but how to resolve that one? From builder, it has to go that document, then only the issue will resolve.
That's the only option that we have.
Only option what I think is like if the individual residents give pressures to builder to hand over to panchayat, if the handover happens, all the problem will be solved. But they are not ready to because of many of the issues that we don't know. Might be they are not done conflict resolvement with the respective plot owner or not, that they should solve the issues.
So we asked for
What they trying to do, as per my understanding, is couple of the association what they do is like the builder run away, closing their company with the Delhi. Some of the builder do that, many of the association. I also have another report there where the builder closed the company, by filing themselves as we close the company and run away.
bankrupt and
Bankrupt. So in that strategy they are going towards that, we don't know. Okay. So what we can do is ask them to come to the panchayat meetings with the panchayat guidelines. Follow and do the handover. This is the one option that we have. Second option is if they stop, what is the temporary solution we should think about it? Security, water.
Right, that maintenance part we'll see afterwards. First, this handover first, from association, from letter has to go. These the person will sign with these, but by this individually they are not going to builder. I would say dual persons, so many are playing it over.
So that's what we had asked even our real estate advocate to pitch in as to how we go through this process. And he said, sir, the first and simple option will be for all of us, to all of you, owners, to come together, get a document signed wherein you formally ask a response from the builder
To hand over.
to hand over the document.
Yes, that's my
First and foremost, that should be done. If the builder does not comply within the specified time, or there is a response, ask them to put that in writing. Please record it, because it will be necessary to show in front of panchayat. Once we have a written response, then panchayat can issue a order, because panchayat is the city communities and all the public areas, right? So panchayat can then issue a order. The other alternative is, if we ask the panchayat to get a handover. So we have submitted from our end a letterhead on association's letterhead that we want the panchayat to take over every public property that is there. We have not specified what public property, although they had asked. Please list what are the public properties, how much square foot to how much square foot, where to where. We have written in the association's letterhead, we request you to take over all public property as per your approval. Because we don't have any blueprints.
Your upload plan will be there again.
They have panchayat would have approved it. PA approval, panchayat approval is needed for this, the relinquishment. So whatever would be there, on that basis we have asked. But there has been no response from panchayat also, and as we know, government offices, it takes time.
I want to add one more point, right? So, from the last couple of months, when I faced personal issues with Lokesh, I felt that there is no accountability from their side. Whenever I have some problem, they say, okay, you couldn't contact Anil Sachin, wrote it around never and so. That time I saw a lot of work happening from Amitesh's side, and when I talked to Amitesh, the vision is very clear to me, and he said, how the problem can be solved. Amitesh says that problem can be solved only when we have a registered association, so that because every government need a letter from the association, which is active association, not from the active. Then that's why I start working with Amitesh to have not how we can register, how we can have the active association, how we can have the active accounts. That's how I start contributing to Amitesh to make sure that we have the active association. That was done. Luckily, many of the people are supported here to make the association done. We have done it here. So Amitesh done the association registrations, accounts, PAN card, everything is ready legally to do some operations if all the society want to operate it. Okay, condition applied. We are coming up not to own something here, right? Just to have an active association so that we can go to the government and sign it and start sending the applications to fight back with the builder. This is the intentions that I joined with them, be part of that, to make sure that we have critical association. That's another thing. How to operate it, how to have the complete operation is completely the member responsibility. Everyone has to come and join as a member officially, right? And plan it, discuss it in the meeting, plan it how we want to do, the meetings, okay, who want to take the responsibility with a certain group of people, because everyone cannot have something, right? So what we do is like every board member from the active one, every respective temple areas, sport areas, people should come up, their own group of the team, We will provide the legal support from their side in terms of accounts, legal account for every purposes. Let them operate it separately, for their specific purpose. This is the high level vision that we have for now. So we also looking, many people to come and start joining as a member, then start forming the volunteer respective group and start taking ownership of those areas, how we can develop on specific areas. There are many of the areas we can focus on.
Another thing that was asked from few of the presidents is keep association separate and Ganesh Puja separate. So we have done that. There is a separate account for temple and puja activities. Ma'am is heading that department. Any of you want to contribute, be part of it, please talk to ma'am. Temple within the layout is her vision, but if you want to speak, you will get.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Actually, ಟೆಂಪಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಪೂಜಾರಿನ ಹೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೇ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದರು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗೋ ತನಕ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಆ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಗೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾವು ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಅದು ಬರೀ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಗೂ ಒಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಬೇಡ. ಮೇಯ್ನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲೇ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಎಮ್ ಸಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯೋ ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ.
Agreed, but one near my neighbor was also saying service and maintenance is a separate part. Puja festival is an optional part.
Okay.
So I would not want both of them to be operated from the same account.
That's right.
Even if there is a clarity on ledger and all. So from that perspective, we have although within the association, the account that Union Bank of India open is in the name of the association. We will maintain a separate ledger for it.
ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅದು ಸೆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನೋ ಇದೆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಯಾರು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಾಗಿ 8,700 ನಾವು ಪಂಡಿತ್ಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು 4,000 ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಕೈಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಒಂದು 4 months 5 months
Puja is not optional. How come puja is not optional?
See,
Yeah.
that's what we are trying to
So
discuss.
just a minimum requirement, just hardly 8,000 rupees.
Agreed, sir. Every person would have a different opinion. People who are saying they want a separate thing, we have a separate thing. If we all agree that we want to merge them together, we'll merge them together. We have accounts for purposes. Yeah. Because there was a allegation a few months back that for puja amount was collected, that was then not handed over to the next puja committee. It was utilized for maintenance activities. So those allegations, if they come, we want to separate out what is being done voluntarily by members and what from a service perspective is complex. Every individual expense in a separate account. So that if you guys wish, okay, this much amount we can push to that account, we will push it to that account. You don't have to
maintenance amount,
ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಅದು ಬರ್ಡನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
You don't have to separately pay. this much every month, or the puja account, we transfer it. For individual accounts.
One of it is easy. Every person to 3 to 4 hours transfer is confusion.
Correct.
How much I want this
So
one
transfer one, give us a written agreement, we want to keep how your money is being utilized in front of you.
So we have to
If you sign it, we transfer. You don't sign it, we don't transfer. You can look at every letter whenever you want.
So transparency is the focus that we are trying to.
Transparency, accountability is what we want to maintain.
Everyone is clear, yes, but persons are not coming to. Some persons are preferring Yogesh.
Let them.
They able to do
Let him. If you are happy with whatever service being provided by Yogesh, it is
So
fine.
what do you mean by some persons are
Not
not
telling
telling
me. Yogesh, what I am telling means he is telling you I am going to stop the service.
Yeah.
So now we are reading
That is mental.
See, we are trying to take out things whether the members will pay to our accounts. That is also.
If we had 50% membership at least out of 200 plots, we would have easily floated a tender. Nearby there are 2 layouts, we would have gotten their vendors and next day itself the problem would have been resolved. Whichever problem it is. We don't have the membership.
Not supported.
We don't have the membership, we can't fund it, we can't raise a tender. We can't float a tender right now. And that's why we are stuck.
So from the Yogesh side, what I can see and visualize is, he will force the people to, pay the maintenance to other people. So when maintenance is on, he can run away easily. He will not never come to Hanover for any other thing. Okay? That is what he's trying, to push the thing to run away. Okay. So that is one of the reasons that we also don't want, for the maintenance.
But this is our prediction.
Prediction.
We don't know why he is doing what he is doing because it is so emergency. We don't enforce or we don't push. So we assume this is what
I
he
just
is.
have a question. See, they had mentioned that they would be cutting the services from 30th.
Correct.
Now, why did we have to wait for the 30th to have this meeting? We could have had on that first day to this meeting, so we could have had some time to, manage things is what I feel.
True.
Rather than doing things at the last minute where we have, I don't know if you call that as a threat or whatever it is, and then here he says he doesn't have any idea about water. The water is the main thing that, tomorrow if water is not there, everybody will come and ask where is the water. Plus the security. You are talking about Guruji's house and here 175. We know what has happened without the security. So these are the main things which, we should have taken a little bit more action, spoken. See, people coming together, that is the problem everywhere. Everyone has got their own ideologies. So what can we do to get more people to us? If we can, probably.
There are-
I want to when myself physically met Rera Officer when we discussed a couple of months before whether that builder can stop the service before the handover. Rera clearly mentioned that they can't stop the service unless the handover is done. They are accountable for the service. So now let's say
There is
wait. Yogesh and me had a couple of conversations because he started putting them as a defaulter in the group, not paying the maintenance from the April to here. It's almost 9 months.
Your name, sir?
Ranajit.
Okay.
I had a couple of conversations with Yogesh. So I told him clearly, you are mentally harassing me illegally, stopping the service because this water line he can't cut for me. Water line he can't cut. Nothing. Electricity, I never take electricity from any of the association. I pay to the BESCOM, find my 50,000 paid, and they come and do the connection for me separately. He can't come and cut it. He did couple of times for him, personally come and cut the water line, complete plumbing and electricity. We also talked to them with the legally, they said we can sue them. Okay. I told them like if you cut my service, I will go with legally. That's all I can do.
Right to life.
He stopped the
violation,
service. He is not asking any maintenance to me. He is not pushing in the group as like before.
That's all marketing gimmicks. Because from RERA perspective, builder is liable till handover, and builder has the right to get paid for whatever service they are providing. But the caveat there also is builder is also supposed to share what payment will pay. So all three And that's why we are saying, if we get to know what is being spent where, we are, for me personally, I am willing to pay what I have received. I don't have any problem. If you have a proper invoice, send a proper invoice, we can get it settled in the court. I am not against paying what I have already received. What I have not received, I am not willing to pay, and that was the stance 2 years ago, and this is considered. I am not saying everybody take my stance, no. You are free agency, it's your agency, your house, you decide. Up to you.
But everyone has a right to ask for your case. If you are paying money, that is your hard-earned money. Where the money is spent, why the service are not provided, everyone has a right. For example, when I asked your case, because he told me the basic maintenance include water, electricity, and then STP. And he mentioned the road cleaning as well. Yeah. I said, in my road, no one come and clean for the last 1 month. Where is the money goes? No sense. STP was never cleaned for my line, I personally cleaned. Then what he told is, I have cleaned last month. Because I am here doing work from home for the last 2 to 3 years. My family is here, no one cleaned it, and you are saying that you cleaned last month. When did you clean it? Then he just show one photo for the other property, not even about the law, saying, how can you prove that this line is clean? I am here for the last 2 years. That's all. Then he said, okay, I have other meeting, and then you run away.
I am staying here in, say, we moved here in August 21. I am working from home. Never ever has the sewage line been cleaned in my area. 3 months before, when my neighbor completed his construction and asked for a handover, they cleaned it. And that was it. Before that, whenever I have asked, it is a round table. He is responsible, he is responsible, he is responsible, he is responsible. Nobody is responsible, but I am responsible for paying. Nobody is responsible to provide service. I am responsible for paying. Now, this 1 year, next 1 year, our vision, we are focusing on 3 things. The road is not one of them. Sorry, if you want that road. We want electricity, Kaveri water, STP. STP, because personally I am facing the issue, and you are in 175 and you would also be facing it. Kumar is facing, Danish is facing, Ranjit is facing, everyone at the end.
STP, when I contacted vendor, if that person has to clean the whole line, right? He was quoting me around 60 to 70,000 one time cleaning, complete
The volume, based on volume.
the vehicles and coming all the cleaning. So he told that once he shut for one time, another 5 to 6 months will take time to fill it up on the pipeline itself. That means yearly wise 2 lines, manually cleaning.
Once every 6 months might solve the problem, but it's not STP working. It is cleaning the sewage from the line. It's not STP working. Legal requirement, if we have more than 120 houses, we have to have a sewage treatment plant on site. So we don't have 120 houses. Legally, we are not required to turn on STP. But every house at the end of the line has got a sewage line.
You can tell other villas and start complaining about the sewage line when you can pay.
So electricity fluctuation, we want that to be fixed. For that, Bescom junior engineer sitting there itself in article is saying, give me the blueprint of which underground connection has been happening, where are the transformers set up, where are the platforms, what is your load management plan. I said, builder says they have handed over, sir, you have everything that you need. Sir, we have not had a single conversation, not a single document about handover. How is it handed over?
Then we have to concentrate on the handover process.
That's why everywhere we have given on association letterhead. Please come, inspect the work done. Let us know if there are any lacunae.
Yes.
If there are lacunae, then we will have to find out who is going to fix it. Because from a builder perspective, this should have happened. Handed over to the respective government body.
They don't have blueprint, that is why, how they can create a blueprint?
They don't know where to dig. If there is a problem, where to where what electricity connection goes, even blueprint is not there with them.
Then officially we go like it, that's an important.
Whenever there is then something is not working, they call random person from the outsider who doesn't know anything on the wiring. They try to fix something and after there's another problem.
So electricity fluctuation will continue till best of the time. Legally, after 2021 government order that within 1 year of RERA completion date, BESCOM should take over.
Yeah, that's
But BESCOM still saying we have procedural handover requirements wherein blueprints have to be submitted. And 1 year maintenance of this infrastructure that we have created, how much does that cost?
Okay.
Where does the wires burn? How much of manual labor is needed? That if you give us, we'll create a budget and we'll ask for our higher ups whether this budget can be covered or not. Because their requirement of handing over the association's electricity to the association is if they don't have a budget. They don't know how much is the budget now. So that spending pattern for everybody, not only for electricity, for even water. Jal Jeevan Mission Public Development Officer also said, you have pipelines, don't they burst? You have PVC pipes, don't they burst? There is active construction going, don't they burst? What's the frequency of bursting? How do you manage how much money is going in there? How much money is going in cleaning the pipes because there is a lot of salt in this area. How do you clean? What's the frequency of cleaning? How much money you are spending?
No.
Sir, we don't have any accounts. So, what is their budget? Their budget is government's requirement 55 liters per household per day. That's their budget for asking for water from the government, from garbage. That their side they have decided. But how much does it take to take the handover of this layout and run it from a water perspective? That they are asking us. Who has any doubts? Anybody has any doubts?
What are we proposing now? What should happen from tomorrow?
So we are not proposing anything, sir. We are just showing where we are. We are just showing where we are. We are working actively with the government agencies so that they can take that over. Once they get the handover, then we will ask for handover from them. Once the handover comes, once the responsibility comes to us, then we will be in a state to manage our maintenance. Right now, we don't have any. We don't have any liabilities. We don't have
That's true.
any ownership. Any.
And according to me, he may not be stopping the service. Might be stopping for 1 year, but he cannot stop the water and
No, that is our personal assumption. Let's not assume because Abhay Lakeshore layout, they declared bankruptcy in 25 days. Abhay Lakeshore layout, bidder declared bankruptcy.
Yes.
Closed shop in 25 days and ran away. So that also can happen. We don't because Chandrakanta Infinity was developed by Chandrakanta developers. C. Aditya layout was not developed by Chandrakanta layout developers. It was developed by Prajwal Promoters. So Prajwal Promoters is not a real estate company. It's a marketing agency, classified as a marketing agency. We don't know the reasons. We don't know the law. We don't know
like my other God in immediate power.
So
No one knows
that also is a
the
legally, they are supposed to, bidder is supposed to provide services and get remuneration till handover. But bidder is also supposed to provide where what amount is being spent. Now, if
Water
we have
will
asked
not be the issue on this, because water will not be the issue because if we want the motor, right? So water will be settled.
water pump gets blocked every 4 months because the filter itself under the pump they have removed.
I mean to say that water service cannot be directly stopped. And if we want the motor, actually we pay the bill for that motor, obviously it will be running. It's not be someone can control motor or something like that.
ಈಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಅವರು ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಓಕೆ ನಾವು ರೆಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸೊ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಫರ್ ಆಗೋದು ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್
We agree.
ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ.
But madam, actually residents ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆದಿದೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ nobody is interested ಯಾರು ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ we have to take action, we have to go ahead.
I mean, yeah,
Same thing, and we can't take a decision for everyone. They have to come with this.
So actually, I am not aware of the things. So yesterday Yogesh told he is going to stop the services. So has it stopped or still in progress? You are not aware.
I think today is the last day.
So we have not received any legally sanctioned letter on letterhead telling that handover is completed. Neither have we received any letters stating
But he is
that
denying of like all other stuff, right?
on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, which is not
Official.
we cannot take it to court even. We asked, we have WhatsApp, list of WhatsApp. Can we take it to court?
Sure.
No, we cannot.
Another one, like when I talk, with Yogesh, can you show me that authorization letter that you are representing the project promoters? He is running away from that. Okay. Even I am not sure that he is representing project promoter or not. When we try to connect with Ajay, other party, if you are nominated, okay, fine. Project promoter have many 5 or 10, 20 employees, for example, under that employee, right? Officially, they should say that, okay, Yogesh, you are the person, point of contact for managing this society. The letter, even I asked multiple times in the email and other part, I'm not getting from them. Even I don't know whether he is officially nominated by the project promoter, and the letter has that you are the one who should cooperate about this society. The letter, even I don't know, okay? If you can ask, you also can ask and try.
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅವರು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿನ ಯಾವಾಗ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಸೊ ಆಗ ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರದೀಪ್ ಅವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆದರೆ ಯಾರು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯೋಗೇಶ್ ಮೊದಲೇ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾವು ತೆಗಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ, ಸೊ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Alternative is what we had asked for a referendum. Even with that, we have
ಸೊ ಅದು ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇವರು ಯೋಗೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಏನು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು?
we can. See, legally, when we ask even advocate, he is saying, don't threaten anybody from the beginning. First,
ಅಲ್ಲ,
go
ಯೋಗೇಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನೋ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತುಕತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ
Madam,
ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್
in the past 3 years, I have visited 15 times. Every time it is Yogesh or Narasimha Reddy. I have never been able to get in touch with Ajay Reddy. Now Ajay Reddy has got a stroke and he is not cooperating. Prajwal, I have not seen the guy's face. Every time I go, he is out of India, he is outside the house, some other thing would come up. They even don't talk to me within the office, they come outside and sit there and talk, not even inside the house. Because as per them, I come there, go there to shop. So that's their
ಇದು ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾವು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ
We had-
ಒನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳೋಣ,
even from the previous
ಕೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತೆ
association, we had asked.
ವೆಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Madam, we had done that. Okay, even Murthy sir and Ritesh, all of that, we had asked, we want a meeting with Ajay Reddy,
ಯಾವಾಗ
but Ajay Reddy did not come.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು?
When did you?
2022 November.
ಆಗ
I know.
ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನೀವು ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಆಗೋಣ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕೇಳೋಣ, ಯೋಗೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ.
I tell you what happened then, and on that basis we can decide whether we want to do it right now. We asked, they said, okay, meeting fixed this time, come this time. We went there. There was no Ajay Reddy. They said, Ajay Reddy, we have talked and he is saying whatever we as a committee decide, he is fine. Yogesh, Narasimha Reddy, Shobha and Lohit were there. Whatever they decide as a committee, Ajay Reddy is fine, is what he is told. Again, nothing written, so we took the decision. Same thing may happen again. We asked for a meeting with Prajwal and we end up with Yogesh, that may again happen. But yes, we are open to try.
Better we can go and give letter and go, then will discuss like that, Prajwal, all that, like after.
So the Vega Court, someone has gone, they are not Even really.
There are notice they are not coming back.
Wherever someone has gone.
Panchayat also asked
Multiple
them to
times.
come.
Okay, not once, not twice, 5 hearings. Okay.
This is of 7 months almost.
It's 7th month, 5 hearings.
What are
700 months. No, nobody is representing the builder in the court. That's it.
But how to go ahead in this case?
We have asked that even to bench.
I don't know if this will work or not, but in our now active association, if we can write an application and get some consent from the team member who want to be, do the same kind of thing, we can do that. Yeah, if every member decided, okay, this is what we can demand to them officially for the service of this or whatever something like that, we can write an application and send it. That might be possible that we can support.
If everybody agrees, yes, we can send them asking not notice or request for continuing services. If everybody agrees, it's up to us to decide. You guys let us know what seems to be feasible. Alternative security plan is what we have discussed, remember. Alternative security plan also 80 houses.
It might take around 2 weeks to 1 week.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ
Water we have water we have
Electricity, Bescom has guaranteed it's not going to be disconnected. If you have a problem, you can raise a request on Bescom.
They will come and
What is common and different, common will be there.
So if somebody stops paying bill for this one, for plum house, then probably motor will not be functional.
Yes.
Or if the motor gets blocked again.
Okay.
It may not
So we have applied separate electric connections from our new electric associations to operate the motors. Okay, it might take a couple of weeks. Once it's come, then motor will be operated separately.
that payment is pending and all
Then
that.
it's pending, yeah, again. So we are, while we are collecting one-time maintenance fees, right? So electric association registration, we already put our own pockets, plus this electric connections and everything to set up the foundations, we need that budget. That is why we are asking people to come and join as a member, pay 2,500. That fund will be 100% transferred to everyone, even for 1 rupees. Then we will do the set up the things one by one with the government and get the things ready. Then after that, how the teams or members want to take it forward. That's
Okay, is that 2,500 from every house, right? It's not members only.
Every house has its planning, right?
So I didn't get the difference. 2,500 from every house.
So, like,
Membership fees, membership fees.
It's a membership fee. Everybody who is registered owner from all owners, we are asking.
Like who are part of the CK,
The whole groups.
it's
Whether
not
the-
like association member per se, right? It is, we just think they're okay for it.
ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ
All
ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ITR ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಮಿನಿಮಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
It's a one-time fee.
it's a one-time fee.
One time.
Registration and process they are paying for 6,000 plus the expenditure for each. So that expenditure they have to calculate. They already contributed from the pocket. So that's why they ask 2,500 for one-time fee. And
There
also
will-
we are
there will be-
going separately.
There will be also the initial fund for emergency, like for managing some of the services.
Major emergency that I see is that pump goes out. All the time. Every 2 months or 3 months, how much months? One. Every now and then. Yeah. So more frequently we need that pump to be serviced.
ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ನ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ
2,500 is one-time membership fee. We have written it also in the membership.
People not understand why now expect.
Yeah, that is.
But there is another group of people who are saying people are not paying monthly maintenance fee. Why should I pay membership fee? So see, if you are not willing to even understand, make an effort, then I am
ಇಲ್ಲ
not
ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
position to do that, right?
People are there, they are not coming to meeting and how explaining
That's why like we are taking 2 less people to What will be?
Yeah, I mean, in the last meeting, when we got to know of the association, like, I think many were present, but, I mean, many members were not there. Many members
ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಅವರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವ್ರು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಅದು
See, with two children, if you ask for a meeting overnight, tomorrow morning, whether I'll be present or not, I don't know. 9 p.m. on the WhatsApp, I get tomorrow meeting, 11 a.m.,
I am part of the group.
10 a.m., 11 a.m., 9 a.m., three different times. I don't know when I will be
No, I
present or
think,
not.
like everyone agrees that with the previous association, with the new one, there is a like proper communication is required. Then every resident will also understand. Like otherwise,
Agreed. The previous association,
See, we are coming here openly to talk.
no, that's
When we are ready to talk, anyone like from the previous association to have a meeting, we will be coming and talking. Okay. But other previous association, what I had is like everyone are resigned. There is no only the Ritesh was there, right? So we already talked with
Ritesh also resigned.
Ritesh also resigned, but still, serving.
1 year term was there. 1 year term they completed. Krishnamurthy sir resigned within 1 month. Everybody else resigned after 1 year is what I heard. I have not seen the documents. It's not public. It's not filed in Karnataka Register of Societies.
Yeah, but 6-7 months before when Praveen started the process for this, right? So he collected paper from everyone for the resignation, including photo and everything that was completed. After that only,
I have also seen the blank paper wherein people have signed that this is the audited result of operations from 2022 to 2025. On a blank paper, who anybody can fill whatever they want as accounts from income, expenses, everything. That has happened. And minutes of meeting also blank paper signatures have gone from members of the board association. People have signed. Most people have signed.
My suggestion is you associate form that are now called for election. So whatever comes for election now we will finalize it. That's
so election process, I will tell you, right? For recently in the records, what we have registered our members, right? For these members, we have around 10 members only. For these 10 members, randomly we will agree, we make the respective position sign. Because we don't need election for this 10 people to nominate, right? To have the election proper, everyone should join as a member and that the elections will come. So now at this point, as part of the advocate suggested that before the financial year, elections should be happens or the meeting has to be happen because it goes yearly by year. It's not good for every financial year. Next financial year is April, right? Before April, either we go on February, March, we should do. But before that, people should come up and join as a member. Okay, not only the paying the fees, but some of everyone we collect, for example, but some of them has to officially register by submitting their Aadhaar card or with this consent to the government record in one time. So that everyone will be a member of this association and they will have the power of nominating themselves in their respective position and do the elections contest.
So how do we join the association? I didn't get. Do we need to pay the fee or like how?
Fees of
Submit the documents. Submit the documents. Pay the fee.
Okay.
We'll give you the association's preamble, registration that we have done. By March, we will update the account details in Karnataka Register of Societies that we have.
So we
So
can't.
that's a confirmation that okay, if I pay the fees, so I confirm that okay, I am joining the association.
Yes.
That's it, right?
Yeah. Not only the fees, sir. Fee is a requirement. You need a salary copy.
Aadhaar card,
in your name.
ID card is there.
Aadhaar card, PAN card.
Aadhaar, I think sales is also required.
Salary
Yes.
copy of the salary in whoever is getting registered. Because misrepresentation of association.
Actually, we need proper communication. They do need to hand to whom we need to hand over the documents.
Okay,
Right.
all information will be put in the website.
On the website you can
Website, WhatsApp will be published.
Okay.
On the website, all the meeting notes, whatever is done.
Yeah, please put proper information because
proper information has been provided on the website. Please don't hand over any cash. Please make it electronic.
Account also mention.
No cash.
So because like me, many of them like don't know what's happening around. So
Correct.
even I don't know how to become
Another one information I
knowledgeable.
want to pass is
Right now, in the what do you say, security cabin, there are 12 forms. take a set of forms, get it filled up, provide the documents back to the security gate. Within 1 week, we will get you the details of how the society has been formed, who is doing what we want to do, what are the objectives of the society, what we were trying to do. Okay. But funds which we have only 12. If you go to the website, download the form, print it on your own, sign it, submit it, well and good.
That's right.
Anything else? Questions? Whatever questions.
So I was thinking that, so right now we have analyzed the risks, whatever is there in the current situation, whether it may be coming from the builder or it is coming from the other association or so on and so forth. So many of the things which require funds and which require the updations here has to come from the builder itself, right? So that is something which I am worried. So when we came here, it was promised to us that everything is there in the layout. Okay? And there are list of amenities which are there or going to be there in the layout. So we are not using swimming pool, we are not using this clubhouse. And we are only thing we are using is water and electricity which comes from this power.
Not even state tax, trust me, it's being just maintained there.
So yes, I think last say, 2 weeks, it's been 2 weeks it's working. So since 2 weeks, so till that period, we are here since 2023, right? 24. 1.5 years almost. So we didn't have proper we didn't have a proper sewage connection. Because it's the end of phase 1 and current into phase 2. So we had a huge issue and when it overflows, you know, right? So every house waste,
Including diapers and coming to the
type of
house.
waste which come and accumulate there, it will all come in front of the house and it will overflow.
Same is with me.
So the smell is intolerable. So we have experienced that. And also the water connection that we use or the water the service is included and the electricity and the roads.
And that is what we use. More than 20% is going on waste in all the sites. Have seen that our waste multiple times and no one is least bothered to fix it. So, in future, how it will be fixed? Who will maintain those sites in big plots? How water wastage will be fixed? You know, what I heard there are so many places where water is going autonomously out. It may be to the laborers. I see we are just 3 people at house. Just giving you an example. In their single house, I have seen it's more than 20. I'm not blaming or anything. I'm just asking as a my right. How many people are enjoying water over there? Who is paying their electricity bill? Why should I pay? I'm asking why should I pay their water bill and their electricity bill when I'm not getting anything? Everything should be benefited. If they are helping me cleaning the street, cleaning the sites next to us, or helping with some plantation in the thing, then maybe.
So before the colony moved to that end, it was near my house. I had the same questions, and I had the same questions even now. I had the same questions. The answer at that point in time, I don't agree fully, but that was what was provided. There will be thousands of money lost where we don't know where that money is going. This is hundreds. We have more bigger problems, bigger fish to fry, rather than trying to fix this. I don't agree to that answer. I didn't agree then, and I don't agree even now. Whether it is a water connection, sewage connection, drainage connection, electricity, whatever it is, whoever is responsible, let them pay. I am not asking the workers to pay. It's their residential facility provided by their employer. Their employer can pay. I am not asking underprivileged person question to ask. And you have asked. Answer from builder side has been never clear. Sir, so you have so many complaints, but when we ask for money, you are saying there is nothing. Sir, when I ask for service, there is nothing, and there is nothing in payments. I agree. For fixing that, most of the electricity and water, electricity connection that has gone is from the house and from wire. From here to my house when they were there. I don't know how it has gone to the second.
To the sheds you are saying.
To the sheds. Sheds when it was there near my house, right? Now in phase 2, I don't know where the wire has been drawn. From electricity perspective. From water and sewage perspective. Again, there are no water bills, water meters also. Under the Jal Jeevan Mission, everybody is supposed to get a water meter. Every water connection. If water connection is not having a water meter, then it is supposed to be disconnected by them, by the panchayat itself, because it's a leakage of water. Now, every plot has a provision to get water, true. But every plot also, like every plot has a provision to get electricity, but they also should have a separate water meter and pay for that bill. That is what will be coming to the Jal Jeevan Mission's installation. How much of the water will be Kaveri water, how much of it will be borewell water, whether Kaveri water will be enough or not, we don't know. Now, when will the water meter bills be installed? We are asking the panchayat to get it done as fast as possible by end of 2026 or beginning of 27, whatever it is. We have asked them to please have our layouts budget added before it goes over to Greater Bangalore Authority. So that at least in GBA's planning and budgeting, this layouts demands are there. When they are forming Greater Bangalore Authority, which has begun, in January elections will be there. At least our demand will be there, whether this accept, reject or delay, whatever they come up with, we will be letting you know. Now the leakage one, then the caps and caps are loose, people play dogs and cows or children, whatever. Even with nothing, algal growth happens and caps pop off. Due to pressure also, temperature also, caps pop off. That is always there. We have faced that multiple times with the builder also. All that they do is find the cap, block it, or put a cloth and block it. But that is a temporary solution, and we have asked that multiple times. Like you have electricity wire which is not connected, have water pipe cap completely covered or put in a cement so that it does not come out. But they have not done that because it's going to cost them and it's their costing that they are worried about. So in there, from an association perspective, all that we can do is if we have 10 rupees to put the end cap, we put the end cap. But there are 6 open sites in front of me. I know that every 2-3 months one of them goes off. Not feasible for everybody to do it every time. We are trying to do what we can, yet we don't have a clear solution. Once
So
water.
what about the leakage with the caps? They just turn on the taps and they just go for 2 hours, 3 hours. Whenever I go for a walk, and it's not, how pressure, because it's the end,
Correct.
the water pressure is so high.
Now, there is an issue, sir. The wall broke on phase 2. So, the water pipe which was going from phase 1 to phase 2 has not worked. So, it was wasted for 5 days. Water. Now, the electricity will obviously be more this month because lakhs of liters are lost. And my point was, so in my earlier point, so whatever the builder has to give as promised, that has to be when the handover is being done to the new association. So if they are not giving it, it's a burden on the residents to bear the cost to have it repaired. Because it was promised from the builder side that
So,
everything was
I will respond to that. There is a trick, okay? I have made all my sales lead. In the sales lead, they are so clever that they don't include any liabilities to the builder when they write a sales lead of the individual person. Then you sign it. Even I didn't read properly and I signed it sales lead, right? So when we go and read your sales lead,
those were the villas, right? Whoever has purchased.
who even purchase villa or the individual plot, they know that this kind of conflict might come in the future, so they don't include any kind of promise that they will provide it. That's what they said. Everyone has signed a sales deed and sell it. If you go and read your sales deed, even I try to find where is the point they mention that they will promise to give something. Nothing like that. We read our sales deed with RERA as well. RERA says that this is not the gated community project, this is the development project. Where the fencing and everything are not part of mandatory from the RERA side. So we have the 5 phases with all our conditions are not applicable for project development project. So they know these rules and everything very well, and they write the survey with the advocate in such a way that they don't have any major liabilities in terms of promise of the amenities and other stuff. So now at this stage I can't use my sales deed and go and find it because I already signed a sales deed and my registration is done with me. So that's all.
From a state perspective, you own your plot, and that's it. Only thing that is there is a road in front of your house would be written, or a sign, a road sign. Even water or electricity connection will be provided is not written in the system. Clubhouse access, you can access is written. Under what conditions you can access, that's not written.
Okay, right.
So from an amenities perspective, parks are not written. Parks are not written. Clubhouse is not written. Swimming pool is not written. We can't go. That's what we asked whether we can go for a criminal case. Public prosecutor said no, it's not feasible. It will be a civil case because they have not written anything in the sale deed. And in the sale deed, what they are giving you is your 1200 square feet or 900 square feet. That's all. And you have signed on it. No mention of any amenities. No mention of gated community. Gated community is not recognized by the government of Karnataka anyway. It is a builder term, it's a marketing term. But apart from the brochure, which they are not admitting as proof because there are 6 versions of the brochure registered with RERA itself. With RERA there are 6 versions. There may be multiple other versions. And in those 6 versions, they have some versions have paved road written. Some versions have written just road. Some versions have 24/7 security. Some versions have compound wall, not mentioning how much feet. Some versions don't have wall. Swimming pool, not written. One version has it. Swimming pool is written. Clubhouse is not written. In the diagram that they have drawn, not as per map, or not as per scale, there it is written. It is written in
It's a sales browser.
That's a sales brochure, but it's not a legally binding document. Hence, we can't force them, is what they are saying. So, only thing that we can do is ask for everything that is supposed to be handed over from a civic amenity perspective to the government.
At least to register RERA, there has to be a proper sanitary system, electricity, and water lines to be.
Approvals are there for the STM.
Blueprint, right?
STM is no, blueprints are not submitted.
Correct. So where I'm coming from is, if the RERA is registered already, and if we don't have the proper, the facilities like sanitary or the drainage or the water pipes, and if we face any problem in any of those, that's against the regulations that they have already done as RERA.
So, from a RERA perspective, right now we have started a case.
It's RERA certificate. You said 6 or 7 are there. So
No. RERA certificate is one.
Okay.
7 times have updated the brochure. No legal document has been updated. They have updated the sales brochure 7 times. Only in the sales brochure they have written compound wall, amenities, everything.
But that is also not there.
In none of the legal documentation they have written. The relinquishment deed does not tell for what. They have written road and park. That's only they have written in the second version of relinquishment deed. The first version of relinquishment deed, they have not written for what. They have written civic amenity sites. This much square feet. Where exactly those square feet also is not there. In the relinquishment deed. No plan. Plan as per STRRB approved plan. This was square meters they had written in the first one. And the second one they have written square feet. And square feet is very low, it does not match with the first one. In the revised one that they have put, parks this much, roads this much, the square footage is somewhere around 7,000 square feet.
So when registering into BESCOM, they would have got the kilowatts allocated for every house is better and every plots.
No.
So is there any document reflecting all those things?
No, when they have registered BESCOM, kilowattage,
Per house, I heard somewhere in earlier meetings that it's been allocated as 3 kilowatts per house. But some of the houses have given an additional request to enhance their kilowatt, like 5 or 7 or 11, something like that. So when it was getting registered in RERA time, so was there any documentation as BESCOM office or something that this
High level to get an electric approval, what they do is expected population to be increased after this law is coming out. Total number of house might be coming up in the next couple of years. Then how many power might be required? High level estimation they have given to BESCOM to get approval for electricity.
So
that is there. That is there. Yeah. So I got to know that information when I apply my BESCOM connection for my plot itself. They are this document and through that they do the review and other part and they give the connections. Okay, they do the feasibility of connecting my house to the BESCOM because I took from them. Right, so that is there, but not exact amount. Like okay, for this many house in this many total amount. No, there are estimations to get approval for.
But that is based on rough estimation, not the exact blueprint of the
Exact, even the AE said, exact will be on the basis of new connection. Whenever you are applying for individual houses, you will apply for new connections, right? So at that point in time, they will check the load infrastructure that they have, and on that basis they will go. Now they don't even have the blueprint of the load infrastructure. They only have one transformer that they are providing, and maximum load that they can provide from that transformer. When the load of individual houses under the same layout goes higher than what their transformer is able to provide, then they will provide a second transformer on an as is need basis. If people who are using 3 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt is a 3 kilowatt rated capacity, they will be getting an additional 5. The recorded MD is higher than required, right? So on that fine, if people are willing to go forward and increase their wattage also, as long as it is within their budget of that one transformer, they are not going to increase another transformer. Voltage fluctuation is happening. You complain on BESCOM Mitra if it goes to a level where it comes up from our line inspection that we need to change the transformer, we will change the transformer, but we will not add a new transformer as long as it is within the tolerance level of the existing transformer. He said. He said, sir, we are drawing, voltage fluctuation is happening, we are thinking it's a transformer. What else can we do to convince you to make this load stick? So we will try our level best. You first get the handover process started. There may be internal short circuits or wiring problems because of which voltage fluctuations are happening rather than transformer problem is what he is saying. I just wanted that. Now I cannot negate that because I don't have inspection report. There may be low quality of work done because of which you are seeing voltage fluctuation. I cannot negate that. But I cannot say that it's the transformer only that's the problem also. So we said, fine, you do your inspection, give us the report. There is a fee, we'll pay the fee. Give us the report. On that report, whether material has been utilized, whether it was as per DESCOM's requirements and rules and regulations, bylaws, whatever DESCOM has come up with for individual LT, individual HT, sheeting capacity, earthing capacity, load distribution, short circuit prevention, overload distribution, whatever has happened, not happened. We don't have a blueprint, and we can't submit a blueprint. If you have tools and materials using which you will be able to trace, create a blueprint and get it done, sir, is what we have told.
ಓಕೆ, ಇದೇ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಬ್ಲೂಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಬಂದು ಒನ್ಸ್ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಲ್ಡರು ಈಗ ಏನು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸು ಒಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಏನು ನೀವು ಹೇಳೋದಿದೆಯೋ ಬಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಹಾಕಿಡಿ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Okay, from the layouts mail only, we'll send out with the meeting invitation and we'll see what response comes. But we require the blueprints. All of the departments are asking, give us the blueprints. Before even we go and look at the site, they want to first understand that the design matches.
ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿ ಬ್ಲೂಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾವೇನೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ನಮಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾವು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರೊಂದು ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಡೆಡ್ಲೈನ್ ಇವತ್ತು. ಸೊ
Everybody okay with that, right?
ಮತ್ತೇನು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ.
Our membership has come to 15.
When are you separating? You have the
Clarity on that. So I understand that membership will take a monthly amount of 2,500 and you will issue a membership kind of a card certificate.
No, we are not issuing membership card. We are giving you the registered document of the purpose and the vision of the association.
Digitally will be giving couple of them what is the transaction.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಬೆಟರ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಹೌಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಜಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಪೂಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ.
So, okay, so you issue a document and it's a rate of
Society registration.
okay, society is registered. So what role it plays? Like, I take the final and I take the document. What role it plays? Like, is it necessary for the government or for the website?
No, that document is for you to understand what the association is calling for, what is our purpose, what is our plan.
Okay.
That's all. We are becoming a member of the association. We are telling you what the association is, how the association has been formed, what purpose it has been formed, what are our aspects. It is not required for any legal requirement. It is not a legal requirement. And it is very also if you want to be in that
That is not going to affect your
see, you own your house. Okay. Nobody is stopping you. We don't have the right. Association wise, we don't have handover of anything. We don't have handover of this road. We don't have handover of this building that we are sitting. So we don't own anything, and we can't do anything.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ದು ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ?
Yes. For any.
ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ ಈಗ ಬಿಲ್ಡರು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ?
So builders fault right now, whatever individual house owners from house perspective they have problems. These are both the builder directly from house perspective. If it is from a civic entity.
ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
I mean, let's just follow up. So, same thing. Any issue with the layout, we approach you in the WhatsApp.
Send an email saying that Individually, we are assigning each complainant a ticket number. We are following it up with you whether it has been resolved or not for any issue.
See,
It's already in action, right?
yeah,
So process wise it is there, but because we don't own anything, or we don't have anything to show.
see, so like we will become members, right? And what we do is like some of the things that we are volunteers for some of these services, right? It's not that everyone's gonna pay something, it's a volunteer services. Right? Something Amitesh is signing out on the top of documentation of that part, he's running out on the best home running. So we distributed it, said okay, are you available, can you do this kind of thing, kind of support that we are doing at the moment. We need more volunteers as well for every respective areas we need to do. Okay, that is completely volunteer service. But let's say an example that everyone come up as a member and start owning, means to start, developing some of the areas. For that specific area, like say, like managing certain in society, right? So we will nominate some of the person as accountable from the membership, and that person will voluntarily helping other people inquiring other parts. Unless until we have enough fund to keep one manager dedicated inside the ground. We don't, if we are operating, obviously we need one manager for society who's will go to contact, and that person should sit inside the ground as an official hours so that people inquiry everything can be resolved. Unless until we have enough fund, we can't hire this one, right? So for now it's kind of volunteer for everything. Couple of voluntary I'm trying and owning it is like I'm planning for senior membership, some healthcare checkup and regular checkup and the part that is voluntary services. It's not fund required from something. Whatever something I can do volunteer, we just discuss okay, you can start some initiative on this area, you can start initiative in those areas kind of thing. That is happening. So everyone can come up for volunteer services that we think that we can help some benefit.
And the other aspect of that is we are creating a framework so that when the next members come in, elected members come in, they don't have to start from scratch.
From scratch, that's right.
Because right now, from a old association to a new association, if you look, there are no renewal processes, there are no adopts, there is no ownership, there is no handover. It's such to say, because the old association was already doing everything.
That's right. And the current position what we are like doing is like till the next elections and other projects, not be the full-time permanent for the next 5 years or 10 years.
Yeah, every year we are going to do elections as required by law. We are, whoever comes up, it's open to everybody, whoever is a resident, who is a member.
Where the time is supposed to be.
It's a voluntary service, anybody can come in, we are open to that. We are asking for volunteers as well. It's not that I have signed a piece of paper and I have some power. I don't own any power or he doesn't own any power. We don't have anything.
So, for example, like security is the main part, right? And if we want, someone has to take accountability for security as a internal manager, right? We need that volunteer. Anyone can come and say, okay, security part I will handle it. Not from the fun part, we will handle it, collection and the part, but make sure that security people are doing their work properly under the guidance, right? Someone has to come as a volunteer services.
And the other thing that I'm hearing is if somebody has misparked, somebody has parked in front of my house and wants security, please come and clear it. The poor security guy leaves his goes here and goes to the clear. He'll knock 3 to 4 houses, whose car is or poor guy has gone to toilet or we have a complaint that it is unguarded. So for that at least there will be someone who will be managing it. Okay, I believe you go for whatever is required, or you stay here, I'll go and manage. When that happens, we'll come to that next.
I should come on board with their service and want the responsibility and help the society. That's right.
So we don't know whether we own this or not, hence we were skeptical whether we will do it here or not also. It's raining, we can't do it in the parks. Parks we know are government property. But it's raining, we can't do in the parks, so we went with this. If leader tomorrow says we can't use the house, we can't use the house. So we don't want to keep anything here. It will be there as security gate.
Now we are paying the maintenance up to November to the Yogesh. So from December onwards, to whom we should pay?
So you can pay to Yogesh also if he is willing to pay the service.
Suppose we have taken the membership or it doesn't take membership, whether we can pay to association.
No, sir, association is not providing any service at this point.
Achha.
Association is not providing any service at this time. Association does not have any ownership. Handover has not been completed. So, unless and
So we cannot pay the maintenance to association.
please don't pay them.
Not maintenance.
We don't know how much is needed.
Achha.
We don't know how much is needed to maintain one because we don't own anything.
That is true, but here we are paying 1,600 per flat, the villas and all. So like that we can continue the association. Is that possible?
See, I will explain that. From the activity association, what we are ready is account and everything is ready, to be operational. But the whole member of this association should decide a member how that account to be used officially for transactional towards the Yogesh and other part. That is the members' decisions. We can't take the decision at this moment.
Supplier validation has to happen. Supplier verification has to happen. Tender has to be floated, and then a supplier has to be provided. If you pay maintenance fee to association also, association has not floated a tender yet. It does not have any service provider. It does not provide any service.
It is true, that is, was there, he has not provided any service, but if people are paying the maintenance, like that we can continue the maintenance to the association, that's my thing.
But association is not at a point where it will be able to provide any service.
Even the road cleaning also, builder side, they have not done anything. True. But we are paying the maintenance. Then why we should not continue the same way in this association also? Without taking membership.
See,
That's
sir,
why.
right now we are not providing any services, hence we are not asking for a monthly maintenance fee. Once we have ownership,
So till we get some information, we should not pay the maintenance to anybody. That is my petition.
so we are not saying that you
Because
stop
people may ask,
paying.
who we should pay? And there is answer for that.
We are not asking you to stop paying maintenance to anyone. If somebody is providing you any service, please provide it.
Then they are not providing, we are paying monthly, okay. Now you will also not provide service, we will pay. It is not the question of paying the maintenance, but it should continue the maintenance. That is the reason
So,
I am asking.
what is like when you provide a service this month?
Whether you provide the service or not, that is not all that. We will pay the maintenance.
Sir, we are
We
not.
want, because you people have come forward to run the association, we are happy. Okay, and you announce that so and so people on so and so designation. If anybody is interested to come forward, let them be there, or unanimously we have decided and we are running the association. And after that, you decide some figure, now a membership fee.
On what basis?
Non-returnable, like this, something you can mention like that.
Sir, membership fee is separate from monthly maintenance. Membership
That
fee
is
is
true.
one time.
Then everybody has to become a member, thus we can inform now after forming the association.
We have informed. We have already informed and we have got only 10
Yeah, association has become how it has to, when it has to become, when election is not done. People, most of the people does not know. Even
There is a lot of confusion, I'll tell you, sir. Without any active association, meetings, elections, nothing can be done. Okay. So initially what they do is like there is no active association. They are trying to have elections without active association in the letterhead. Those are not valid legally. To have the election, again, coming to the same point that active association should be there with a couple of people start initiating register and other people join the membership. Then this member will decide whether they want to have elections or not elections, when they want to have elections, January, February. This group of members has to be decided. Having an active association in this thing doesn't mean that own a society. Association can be formed. 2, 3, 4 association also can be formed with a group of people as part of government. Okay? One is association registered, but running of the society registration handset is mainly the handover part. This is what the builder has to do with Panchayat. Panchayat will get handover to association. Then after that, association is responsible.
So till the time the association forms, there is no association in this layout now. That is.
The association has been formed. Association and maintenance are two separate things. They are not the same thing. Maintenance of the
So
society.
you are fighting for the civic amenities like roads and all, but not for maintenance collection. Who is going to collect the maintenance charges?
Correct.
Those things you are not talking anything about that.
True.
That has to come done.
Sir, when as a new association we don't own anything, we don't own the roads. Can we clean the roads?
We can.
We don't own the water infrastructure, we don't have a blueprint. Can we turn on the pump?
No.
We don't have a separate water meter bill. It's tied to this clubhouse which is below.
And from December onwards, the bills whichever it comes, that we can totally we can calculate and we can fix the maintenance. Na?
How will we fix the
Depending on
maintenance?
how many villas are there in the layout. Like the villas said, na?
How many
We
villas?
leave
are
it
there?
about the site at all.
Fine. We leave about the site, plot site, we leave. Expenses wise, if we are talking about, last 1 year, what was the expenses? That way we can budget, right, sir?
Then for December onwards, what are the expenses that we can estimate? Na? After 1 month, we will be knowing the figure.
Sir, we can't predict that one, right? Unless
We can predict that. For example, security, the total floor security, whatever security charges you are paying, you fix it for floor security example 40,000. And what is the more guarantee bill? Like that you
What
fix
is
it.
the
And
guarantee?
total amount it become 1 lakh. 1 lakh divided by 85,000.
Fine.
Then you can fix it the maintenance charges. Na?
So is that all? Is that all?
After that we can fight all that together. We can fight that.
No, sir.
For the roads and all
I
everything.
mean, he's saying from the beginning, like, you know, like from the beginning, okay, we know what the expense and then from there.
No, what is that?
We don't know.
I depend on location team.
We are not depending on the location.
No, to run the maintenance.
We are not depending on the location.
Please come to the volunteer for management maintenance, account is ready for oversight, area document is ready. We were making a group of
See,
3 people come up.
We don't have enough information to know how much it will take to run the society. On what basis will I ask 1 rupee, 12 rupees, 20 rupees, 20,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees? I don't know.
ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಅವರು ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ
600 rupees we are paying. How much percentage of it is going into water, road, how much of it is going into drain, I don't know. And whether next month it will be the same or not, I don't know. What is the fluctuation also in that, I don't know. On that basis, how will I fix something? And I am not a service provider also. From an association perspective, we don't have workers who are able to clean or do anything. We have to hire, we have to float a tender, we have to provide a
So,
contract.
sorry, let me answer it this way. Okay? Some of the group of members who come as the initial stage to register association, their purpose is to have the active association. Okay? Their purpose is not to completely operate everything and own it. No, that is wrong. Okay? We don't come with the intention that we will come and collect the maintenance and operate. No, that is not in our agenda. With the current member that we have is, first is have an active association so that we can talk to the government, apply whatever something can be done, this is what. But this team, what we are responsible is setting up the infrastructures for operation. For example, accounts, legal documents, everything information, we all have all the information what is needed to be done. But how to take from here to the next level, is the volunteers will come up, take the responsible group of the people who own the respective function. Like for example, maintenance function, group of 3 or 5 members come up, let them, we will provide all the legal documentations as well as account and everything. How the maintenance amount coming here, how they will hire other vendors, this group of people should decide. We will not be, taking that ownership at the moment, that we will not be doing, because our primary is to talk with the governments on the higher technical side, discussing the handover part and other part. Because we also, like, the other busy professional, we don't have that much time on running the maintenance of this thing. That is why we start nominating a couple of things, right? For the puja and other part, we start running it, right? Something, things should come up, who are ready, want to collect the maintenance and own it. These things should come up and decide, we will be supporting. But we will not be doing this at the moment.
If volunteers want to run it, we are
The account is ready.
we have provided an account. Association workers can fund that account run, but we don't know how much spending is there. So we don't know how much should we charge, whether we charge per square foot, whether we charge per building, or per number of people staying.
How many expenditure, how to hire the better services and other.
So we need to start from somewhere. I agree.
ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹಾಕೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
Another temporary.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈ
So,
ಸೊ
That is what the solution. Because I'm taking
how do we proceed? Because we are waiting for a handover legally.
We are waiting for a legal handover. If they vanish, a simple solution is there. We get more than 50% of residents here to sign that builder has vanished. We put a simple case that we are taking over. Please, RERA decide that we can take over on an as-is basis. Once RERA says probationary till all the departments come up with their reports, you take over and continue, we will continue because then we have a court order.
Let me
That's the last resort. We don't want to do that. That's the last one.
So let me clarify this also. Who were part of the initial members, okay? We don't need any service from Yogesh, that is why we find it Yogesh and our next places. What basic services we need? One, electricity. This is BESCOM where we are paying bill for 3 houses. They can't, no one can come and cut. If someone is willing to cut my electric bill, I'll file a report case on the harassment mental case that will file.
You can file a service everyone.
Second is the electricity. That Yogesh cannot come and cut your electric bill because you are paying bill to the BESCOM. Second one is motor, water capacity. So water motor, even that is operated with the motor current connection from here. Okay, but that pump we can operate with the motor if the things are ready. Just we can tell Yogesh saying that water bill, electric bill coming for that motor, the society will collect the pay the bill, some question can be done, and we can till the connection start of the motor, then we will charge the next one. So now this water motor operation can be sorted out within once we have the connection. So this is one, right? Third one, what service? STP now is not running. He stopped service also will not run. So it is what we have to clean ourselves. Road is the government part where you can't do anything on the roadside. What additional service you are expecting from Yogesh? Security, temporary solution is every house is collecting money and pay the security. If we don't pay to that, we can discuss and pay money collection and run the security. That is what we discussed when we have two security ready to operate in the temporary where the people has to collect money fees. But again, only 40 or 50 house coming up on the house, but we can decide something.
43, 50 is not.
That is one. Any other services? Road cleaning services estimations that we already did. Okay, so we need every around 15,000 to 20,000 only to clean the road every day. Okay, how much? This also we have. But what additional services we need? I always hear that we take the service. What is the service?
From a estimation perspective, that is our estimate. As a outsider who has never run the society, we have seen societies being run on that basis, and our estimations are 5 years old. So today, if labor prices are there or not there, we don't know, and that's why we don't want to travel into it. Giving a false promise, we don't want to do that. If volunteers want to come up and take up service providing from the society perspective for water, for road cleaning, whatever, we will come. But at this point in time, we don't have handover for water, for road cleaning, for road, for parks, for this building, since we are not able to promise it. Any more suggestions?
Then what is best stage? As per Yogesh, he has given estimation for 1 month approximately 197 or 2 lakh something.
Yes, not
For that, he is charging the maintenance charges with sites and constructed areas.
Agreed, sir.
So, with same estimation, why can't you go for constructed areas divided by that much houses?
I agree, sir. I still don't have an invoice that says this.
And he has mentioned security 75,000 something and personal charges this was
Yeah, so he has started.
This one bill is this one bill you have mentioned.
It is started with the complaints and why is it starting, right? Then we can.
If that,
And by keeping other agencies, we can provide with less wages and we can keep the laborers by doing these laborers also. And the amount also will become.
But that is
we can come the things, sir.
Yeah.
We can do everything. I'm not saying that you cannot do. We can do everything. We can do everything. Right now, we own nothing. We started nothing, right? Now, Yogesh is giving you numbers. true. Whether those numbers are valid or not, we don't know. It's coming out of thin air. At this point in time, total collection from Yoga's perspective is an estimate. We don't know the number. Even from people who are staying or not staying, villa, plot, whatever. On that basis, if I or anybody, if I or you also take that responsibility to provide that service, what quality of service will that be? We don't know. Because we don't have any vendors. We don't have any vendors. No vendor is right now taken up from the society's perspective to clean the room. We don't have a vendor. To even come up with a tender, we need to know what is the size of the tender, the amount of the tender. How much are we willing to spend? We don't have that. What is required for maintaining the water infrastructure from a cost perspective, from a knowledge perspective, from an emergency budget perspective? If something goes wrong, water pump needs to be changed, borewell needs to be dug again, we don't know. So there will be always unknowns, but here everything is unknown. At this point in time with this, I don't want to personally take the risk. If volunteer members are willing to go ahead and form a committee for providing services, they are more than welcome. Funding will provide a bank account out of the 4 bank accounts. SBI account can be utilized for funding. Security,
Emergency fund, yes,
drainage, whatever services are required from the residents' perspective, with whatever quality, we decide within ourselves to go forward and through the tender and get the vendors, we get it done. I am not saying that we won't do it. At this point in time, we don't have. And hence, I am saying whatever maintenance we are paying Yogesh, please don't do that here to the association. They have a bank account number, true. We are looking for membership fee. At this point in time, we are looking for membership fee. We are not providing any services and don't pay us for any services.
And becoming a member is not liability. It is just a membership club which is voluntarily available in the layout. But since we have purchased our property, we are only holding that particular plot which we have purchased. We are not liable. Yogesh is saying who will maintain road, who will maintain clubhouse. Your name is not registered in this clubhouse, my name is not registered. We are just liable for our house only. Now, considering the common responsibility, it's a common responsibility means whenever we ask for the water connection, electricity, they are saying that those things are not handed over by builder to the concerned local authority, so that they can maintain directly with our home. They are saying the transformer which is available next to the main road, the Bescom limit is ending there and Panchayat limit is ending outside of the layout. They are simply saying, just ask your builder, hand over the project to us. We will decide what we will hand over to residents. Hand over to residents means they will say, okay residents, give us name of the association which is existing in the layout, so that we can give you authorization to maintain particular amenities under your association and give a yearly report to Panchayat. That these are the things that they will decide. We are not deciding anything. Builder can't hand over anything to us. It is one-to-one between Panchayat and builder. We are just creating a platform which is ready to run as the direction given by the Panchayat or Bescom or anyone. So we need not to worry about anything. We are just making ourselves ready. Whatever we did, it was discussed in the February meeting only. That time, Yogesh was asking about personal account. He was saying, just provide me personal account. I will collect in my company account, I will transfer in your account. That is completely illegal. I told him, we have association, we can open the bank account. Then I tried to open bank account in the old association name. But since 2022 it was formed, 3 March we are over, right? So 2023, 24, 25. At least once in a 3 year it was supposed to be filed with ITR audit. Nothing happened, so it will strike off. It is obvious that after 2 or 3 years, even company gets strike off, society gets strike off. And they didn't come back a lot. So I told instead of activate a board association, spending penalty and these things, form a fresh association, start with zero. They didn't get anything in that also. Better to start with the fresh one, and commonly we will decide which we need to agree or not to agree, and we will proceed. Right now it is just a membership available and it is fresh. Whatever decision liability will come, we will discuss first of all among us. Individual NOC should be given. Okay, we are agree to this particular part. Or if you have objection, give us the point which is having objection. Okay, this is not I am agreeing with. I have certain things need to discuss with the builder. Then only I will get the NOC. That part we will again put in the group in front of the builder. That is the current planning we have right now.
So, handover, after government handover, even individual owners have to agree that all of their problems with the common areas are taken care of. That's where we are coming from. It's not only a no issue certificate from the government agencies, it's also from the owners. Because once they say handover is done, they are going, you will have individual problems. You will come back to the association and you will say that builder has not done. So instead of that, let's put all of that in front of the builders before we sign the handover document. And without a handover document, there is no handover. Legally.
And builder, there are two things right now which is conflicting. One thing, people are confused with the builder, means wherever you have a communication with the builder with the certain liability. Now builder liability where it will come related to your plot, related to the STP, related to the electricity, any sewage, or if you have constructed your house with the help of builder, that problem need to be resolved between you and builder because you are agreement with builder. Now coming to the liabilities which we have as a handover part from the government, that part we can't say that builder we have certain things because that will be out of our plot. That things we can't do.
Road quality is not correct, we cannot raise it. We have to raise it to Panchayat when Panchayat gives us handover. And Panchayat will have to raise it with builder when builder gives handover.
I complained in Panchayat that street light is not working. They called me day before yesterday. Okay sir, I am coming, which street light is not working. 2 days ago they fixed that light, but by mistake I told that it is right now it is okay. You can come later. So he closed that request. One option we got, we can directly go to the BSK website of Panchayat, complain about the street light. You have to put your property ID. That's why I was every time asking about the property ID. When you complain, the property ID will generate the request to Panchayat and they will call you, sir, which street light is not working, we are coming.
Street light and water are part of your tax that you paid this year, which is why you have to pay for street light and water. So you are paying to the government for street light and water, plus you are paying to a certain person for street light and water. How much? We don't know. For the government side, 50 rupees for street light for 1 year, 120 rupees for water for 1 year. Okay, that is as per their breakup in the tax.
I think meeting is almost ended, last couple of months I'm trying to find where is the meter for street lights. The different story I'll tell you, right? Because there is a small junction of powers where you connect the wire to your house and you pay the electric bill, right? Some of the electricians connected, it's a line from there only. And then where is the meter bill for the street lights? Street lights are not from the meter. Some of the majority, even I don't have the proof that not a whole street light we are using it is from the meter or not. But I don't know. Yogesh is saying that he is paying 45,000 as per actual state. But I'm trying to find out where is the meter installed.
There is no meter.
See, I keep on complaining about the electricity. Everybody complaining about the street light. Source of all problem is this junction. We are last in the as per the electricity supply. What they have done, they are directly running the street light from this junction. That's why my junction every time one of the house will get their fuse burned. There is lot of voltage fluctuation in this junction, and a street light supposed to be run by directly from Panchayat, and we are running our meter to make the layout utilize the street
right? So
That is the
when the inspection of westbound happens, at least our street light connections will get disconnected because without meter it's a leakage and wherever they are connected directly to the junction nodes without a meter, bypassing the meter, this one is going to disconnect.
and
So there will be disconnections of street lights for some time, but that is because it was done illegally. Legally, there should be a meter, and from that meter, line should have been drawn for each street light. If the meter is in clubhouse, use the clubhouse and have an underground wiring to each and every street light. Here, at least in my house, the junction box has drilled holes, and from the drilled holes, they have taken wire to connect the street lights.
a street light is not supposed to run by.
This is a solar light, okay? They have to install a solar light. It's a light and solar is not fully charged because of the 3 branches. They didn't fit the 3 branches, okay? Sometimes what they do is they do connections with the direct line connections. Sometimes conflicting happen because solar power and line conflict again. The issues always will come when the rainy season happens and that part.
So from a,
If you are using solar light, why we have to pay the electric bill? There are questions again.
not every light is solar light, but from a liability perspective, 2 liabilities are there: security and water.
Yeah, thanks to the members, sir. We got to know a lot of things have been happening.
I would definitely
We are really super.
No detail in this now. Thanks.
How about garbage disposal?
If you have any query, you can ask.
No, there's no solution to so many things. There are so many
Right
unknown
now-
things. So I think we will have to meet a lot of times. We will have to discuss a lot of things, and then because nothing has got. There's no concrete information for anything. So
As of now, first step is let panchayat and builder complete whatever the agreement they have. Get each other.
I think she has requested for a meeting with this one so that we can get to know what we need to talk and how we need to talk. So I think with that.
Later, whenever, if you want next Sunday again, we can.
Not next builder to come and show the handover that they have done.
Invited to come and
And what we need from panchayat side for the handover to be complete. In a meeting.
Yeah, we can initiate a conversation.
सभी को डिस्ट्रिक्ट
Very nice.
Garbage disposal.
सभी will that also
Practice. Practice is for the panchayat.
Panchayat doesn't want to be around.
that
They said they are going to be around.
Panchayat is not so.
Thank you.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಳ್ಸ್ತೀನಿ.
3,000 is
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Yeah, that's but they are changing that. I have a
ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕನ್ವೀನಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ.
I don't have a sponsor basically. I have
ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
So now the next part is when you take carbon
No.
emission. So as per the city, you can take the carbon
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ
emission.
ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ
No,
ನೀವು
city,
ಒಂದು
the transport is also part of consideration. You understand, right?
So ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು
as well as
ಕ್ವಶನ್
city, come to the middle also.
ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು.
Understand? So once we take the carbon connection meter, we'll see it will be included with the city.
additional ma'am, if you want gas areas, you can apply. This is that is a new thing that is coming in. Your
Because the building
no, no,
Yes.
That's what he is asking. Whatever we can handle has to be.
Membership